All right, guys, I was just doing a gapping session with my new Edel irons, and I found that I can make basically the exact same swing all the way through the set. I get about 12-yard gaps. So I literally can make the exact same swing and get a 12-yard difference out of every club. So I'm using, this here is my pitching wedge, this is a 5-iron. These guys are the exact same length. I just make the exact same swing and I get a different yardage. That's pretty awesome. But I also want to talk about this ball that I've been testing. For those of you guys who don't know, I've been using the OnCore Elixir ball for the last year. It's a really solid ball. It's a little lower price than like a retail Pro V1 or something like that. But I was getting almost the exact same spin and ball speed numbers from the OnCore Elixir. And so I just got their new ball, and I'm gonna hit a couple pitching wedges and a couple 7-irons and see what the difference is. I've got my control ball, which is the ball that comes with my simulator with these black dots on it. I'm gonna hit a couple pitching wedges, just try to hit one really solid with the 3/4 swing to see what the distance is with the control. Yeah, I didn't love that ball, but pretty solid contact, 149 carry. Didn't love that swing, but that's okay. I'm gonna hit one more and see if I can get kind of my normal ball flight out of it. Okay, that's more like it. 148.8 carry. So that's the control ball, pitching wedge. Oh yeah, so now I'm gonna hit the Elixir, the OnCore Elixir. Same club, pitching wedge, still 3/4 swing. So right away, the first thing I noticed right away is that the launch angle is lower. I didn't flush that one, it was a little heely, which also lowers the launch angle, but the launch angle is quite a bit lower with the Elixir versus the kind of control ball that I use in the simulator. Let's hit one more. Yeah, so the last one launched at 22, this one launched at 21.3. Really similar, and this ball has a lot more backspin than the control ball, the ball that comes with the simulators. So I'm not surprised that it didn't go quite as far, because it's got 8,400 revolutions per minute of backspin. But great launch angle, pretty controlled trajectory, and 146 carry, which is about right for my pitching wedge. Oh yeah, now, this is the new ball. It's the Vero X1. I think this is set to be out in July. And so I'm just gonna, again, try to make the same swing with pitching wedge. This is the first time I've looked at any numbers with this club, or with this ball. Okay, 148.22 launch angle, maybe just a slight bit heeled. Spin rate was 78, so a little less spin on that particular shot. Let's try another one. This one really solid. Pretty much the same launch angle, 21.7 launch angle, 82.57 in backspin, and 147 carry. So pretty similar. What I'm guessing, the first couple of swings, I think the launch angle is going to be pretty similar, but I think on the higher club head speed shots, the spin is going to go down a little bit. It definitely spins around the green. In playing with the ball in the course, it spins great around the greens, maybe even more than the Elixir. But I think in the higher club head speeds and longer swings, it's going to take a little spin off, which is good. It means your driver's not going to curve as much, or any of your clubs are not going to curve as much if they're not spinning as much. It's a really hard combo to get. High spin off the short irons and low spin off the longer clubs. This one not quite flushed, a little pushy, and a little bit higher launch angle because the face was a little bit more open on that shot. But yeah, 145-ish to 147 is kind of my carry number for pitching wedge. I'm gonna try 5-iron now with the old ball. And so with the OnCore Elixir, which I found was almost identical to the Pro V1 as far as stats go. Spin and launch angle and ball speed and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and hit a 5-iron now. I'm just going to try to make the same swing that I made with the pitching wedge. So 13.2 launch angle, that's about right for me. 41.26 in backspin. Again, that's a tiny bit, I towed that a little bit. That's a tiny bit low for backspin. Try another one. Yeah. Well, okay, 4,000, okay. Launch angle 11.6, so that one launched a little bit lower, 193 carry. Now let's try their new, the Vero X1. Again, I'm just trying to make the same swing I make with every club in the bag. This one, 14-degree launch angle. Okay, looks like a touch higher launch angle, about the same carry. Huh, that's interesting. Spin 42. And they're really similar right now. I'm obviously not a robot, and I don't really practice anymore, so my swing's not the most consistent it's ever been, but let's see one more. Same swing as every other club. Yeah, little overdraw, 196 carry, 4,200 backspin. Pretty standard, 130 ball speed, so kind of where it needs to be. I mean, for me, I'm not trying to optimize for the most distance possible anymore. I was at one point, and for some of my students, I'm trying to help them optimize for the most distance. But for me, I just want to know that if I make this swing, the ball's going to go this far. I already know. I mean, 195 5-irons is enough for me. I don't need to hit my 5-iron 220. I used to, but I don't really. I just want it to be consistent. I'll step on one with the 5-iron and see what my numbers are, just to see what a really aggressive swing might do to the numbers. So that brought the spin up by 300 more backspin. Launch angle was 14.5, pretty steady in that 13 to 15 range. Club head speed 91, which is about 9 slower than I was when I was playing. But yeah, 137 ball speed, and that ball carried 207. Really stable even with that longer swing. Okay, I'm gonna try hybrid. Again, just comparing the Elixir to the new one. All right, that was a tiny bit towed. Yeah, 230 carry. I mean, that's about right for me these days. Again, a little bit towed, but 150 ball speed, 100 mile per hour club head speed. It's about right for this hybrid. Now the Vero X1, this is the new. That last one was the Elixir. This is the new one. And again, I kind of have to rip hybrid to hit it straight, because if I don't fully rotate, that's when I get into some flipping and stuff like that. So just try to rip a hybrid here. So yeah, that's about right. 150 ball speed, 100 mile per hour club head speed, or 98 mile per hour club head speed. Pretty sweet spot contact there. 4,100 spin roughly, 235 carry. That's about what I expect. I'm gonna say, like, at this point, I haven't hit any drivers yet, and my math's not set up for driver, but I think the biggest difference is that this ball spins and checks really well around the greens. Maybe a little bit more than the Elixir, and the higher club head speeds, I think the spin rate's going to be a little bit lower. Oh, good. Trash is coming. Trash is getting picked up. Anyway, if you're interested, I think the OnCore's new ball, it's better. It's a 4-piece ball, so I think that's why they're able to get better spin around the greens, but not have too much spin off the driver, which is hugely important. It's like the magic stuff. If you can have high spin around the greens and low spin off the driver, you're killing it. So yeah, check it out, the Vero X1. I think it's going to be a pretty good ball. I'm going to switch to it just because I'd like to see the lower balls or the lower spin rates off the driver. I will say though, I think the ball speed might be a little higher. I'm going to hit one more. Because I hit two, I hit the Elixir and had a 147 ball speed or something like that. And then this one was 150, so again, same thing as I always do with a hybrid, 3/4 backswing and then really rotate as well as I can through impact. Let's see what we can get out of this guy. Well, this will be telling. Yeah, so I didn't hit that flush. And 221 carry, that makes sense. 12-degree launch angle, 147.4. It's a tiny bit low, tiny bit yield. Interestingly, the speed was still pretty high for a missed hit. Let me try one more. Yeah, so the solid ones are definitely coming off pretty hot. 151 ball speed with 100 miles per hour club head speed. That's a pretty good rate. That's actually like an illegal ratio. It's a little bit over 1.5 smash factor. But yeah, it feels pretty good. I think the ball speed might be a little bit higher in the Vero, the spin on the shorter clubs more, and backspin less on the longer clubs. So that's pretty incredible. Great job with the new ball, OnCore. You guys killed it. I'm looking forward to playing with the new ball. Hopefully I can make a hole-in-one with one.